Fisk unit.
Soldier.
Fisk unit.
Soldier.
Fisk unit.
Soldier.
What's good, everybody? Welcome to Church of Giants, episode number 12. We in the building, man. I'm feeling good. It's going to be a good show tonight because I'm feeling good. Nothing better than somebody else's problems to make you appreciate your own. I'm telling you, man. Ain't nothing better than somebody else's misery to make you feel better. Y'all roll on up in here, man. Preach that good word to y'all tonight because I'm feeling good. And I got some coffee in me tonight. You know, last night I fell asleep on y'all. I did. I fell asleep on y'all last night. But y'all got to understand. All right. I wakes up at what? 2 o'clock in the morning so I can get to the gym before 3 in the morning. My body is used to waking up at 2 in the morning. So I know y'all's like, yo, look at old man Fist, how Fist falling asleep. That's because Fist is normally sleep by 8 o'clock. Only time I'm up past 8 o'clock is when I got to put that work in for the unit. When I got to go live on Wednesdays with Cop Pizzle and Ron Effect. When I got to preach this sermon on Monday nights for the unit. When I got to do live streams on Thursday night football, Sunday night football, Monday night football for the unit. That's the only time I'm up past 8 o'clock. Other than that, I'll be asleep. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all hitting that like button. Make sure y'all rolling on up in here. Make sure YouTube sending my notifications out and all the other stuff. I feel good. I do. I feel good, man. I really do. I feel good. Like I said before, it's nothing better than somebody else being miserable to make you feel better about yourself. That's really going to be how we start the show off. You know what I'm saying? We're going to talk about misery. You know what I'm saying? Misery. But that's not the message. The message is about being thankful. You know what I'm saying? So as we get into today's message, where my bells at? My freaking bells at, man. The first message in today's sermon is about being grateful, appreciation. You know, sometimes in life, we get caught up in our own problems. Sometimes in life, we get caught up in our own issues. And there's nothing wrong with that. I said it before, I say it again. Everybody's the hero in their own movie. Everybody is the hero in their own movie. Everybody is the hero in their own movie. Everybody is the superstar. Everybody's the biggest face on the poster in their movie. So there's nothing wrong with being selfish. There's nothing wrong with that. But in the process of being selfish, you have to be able to take a step back and read the room. Remember how many times I told Saquon Barkley to read the room? You got running backs taking pay cuts, running backs not getting tagged. You got running backs out here getting put on IR by their owner to send a message. You got running backs getting treated like dog crap. So when Saquon Barkley gets offered a bag by the Giants, he should have took it. He didn't read the room. Reading the room is about self-evaluation. Reading the room is about taking your ball and going home. That's what reading the room is. Reading the room is taking the money off the gambling table before you lose it all. If you watch closely on Sunday, if you paid attention yesterday, you should be grateful. You should be thankful for your problems. You really should be thankful for your problems. Because when I wake up as a Giants fan today, you know what I think of? I think of the fact that my team ain't give up 70 points. I mean, for real, like really, when you think about it, the Giants were complaining that we lost to the 49ers when we didn't have Saquon Barkley. We didn't have Andrew Thomas. We lost to a 49er team in a game that was competitive way into the third quarter. That's what happened. We lost on a short week on the road, back to back, to a 49er team that is probably the best team in the league, and we kept it close for 3 quarters. Giants fans, if that's our biggest issue, I'll take it. Because guess what? Did you see the Broncos give up 70 points? Giants fans, get in the chat and answer this question. Would you rather be the Giants right now or the Broncos? Whose problems would you rather have? The Giants' problems or the Broncos' problems? When you woke up this morning, Giants fans, let me ask you a question. Who would you rather be? The Jets with Zach Wilson or Daniel Jones and his $40 million contract? What would you rather be? You got Jets players threatening a strike, demand for trades. It's about to be a mutiny in that locker room because Zach Wilson is trash. When you wake up this morning, who would you rather be, a Jets fan or a Giants fan? Be thankful for your problems. When you wake up this morning, Giants fans, we are the third best team in our division. We are behind the Eagles. We are behind the Cowboys. That's just call it what it is. Until we beat them Pigeons in Philly, until we beat those Cowgirls in Dallas, we are the third best team in our division. Let me ask you a question. Would you ever be the third best team in your division battling for a wild card spot? Or would you ever be the Jacksonville Jaguars with allegedly the best quarterback in the division losing to a rookie in the second start? What would you rather be? Would you rather be the Giants and look up in the division and lose games? Or would you rather be the Jaguars and you're supposed to be looking down on the division and still lose games? Who would you rather be right now? Because I'll tell you what, Daniel Jones don't lose the teams he's supposed to beat. The New York Football Giants were 10-point underdogs to the 49ers. We weren't supposed to beat the 49ers. The New York Giants were underdogs to the Dallas Cowboys. We weren't supposed to beat the Dallas Cowboys. You know who we were favored against? We were favored against them freaking Arizona Cardinals. And what do? We beat them. The Giants tend to beat teams that they're supposed to beat. Got to give them credit for that. I know a team in Jacksonville was favored to win, and they didn't do that. I know a team in Dallas that was favored to win. Giants fans, who would you rather be? The New York Football Giants, who have a very, very limitedly talented roster, losing to the 49ers? Or would you rather be the Cowboys losing to Josh Dobbs? Who would you rather be? When you really consider what's going on with the Giants, when you look at our problems, when you look at our issues, don't they seem small when you look around the NFL? Didn't Lamar Jackson lose to a backup quarterback? Lamar Jackson at home lost to a backup quarterback. At home, he lost to a backup quarterback. Lamar Jackson at home lost to Gardner Minshew. This dude, Justin Fields, got shut out for 55 minutes. Who would you rather be? I mean, when you really look at the NFL right now, do the Giants even have a top 5 worst loss this season? When you think of the worst losses this season, like the worst moments of the season, how about this? We'll do this. The 5 worst moments of the season, Giants don't even make the top 5. When you look at it, right, the 5 worst moments of the season, like the 5 most embarrassing moments of the season, you got Aaron Rodgers and his injury. That was terrible. You got the freaking the Broncos giving up 70 points. That's terrible. You got the Cowboys losing to the Arizona Cardinals as 12-point favorites. That's terrible. You got Lamar Jackson losing at home to a backup quarterback. That's terrible. When you look at it, that 40-point game, the 40-point loss the Giants had was bad, but it's not as bad as some of the other stuff we done seen this season. I don't care how you slice it. I would much rather lose 40-0 than lose to a backup quarterback. How are you the Ravens? You have Super Bowl aspirations and you lose it to a backup quarterback at home. The Jacksonville Jaguars should be 0-3 right now. Come on, man. Like y'all gotta put this in perspective. Put this in perspective. Appreciate your problems, man. Appreciate your problems. I much rather have my problems than have somebody else's. Because some of these teams, it ain't looking good. Because here's the thing. Here's what you can say about the Giants, right? We ain't played our best ball yet. Not even close. We have not played our best ball yet. You know good and damn well the Giants are going to get better. And I can't wait to get to y'all super chats. We definitely about to get to these super chats. The Giants are going to get better. We're only going to get better. We have not played our best ball yet. We're still trying to find our rhythm. We're still trying to figure out who we are as a team yet. We haven't even played our best ball yet. And we're competitive versus the 49ers. I would have loved to see the Giants play the San Francisco 49ers on a Sunday with a healthy squad. That's what I would have loved to see. I would have loved to see the Giants play the 49ers with Andrew Thomas and Saquon Barkley and Ojulari on a Sunday, not on a 3-day road trip, on the second leg of a back-to-back road trip. I would have loved to play the 49ers on a regular Sunday with a healthy squad, and I would have loved to see what that score was. I would have loved to see what that score was if the Giants had a chance to play the San Francisco 49ers healthy on a regular football Sunday or a regular football Monday. Not some short week on Thursday after we just played a road game in Arizona. We had to stay on the West Coast. Our body clocks is all messed up. Like, come on, man. Like, cut it out. Like, for real. Like, cut it out, man. Like, cut it out. We were 10.5-point underdogs for a reason, bro. Like, cut it out. Quit playing with me. Like I said, Giants fans, when you read the room and you look at what's going on in the NFL right now, I like my problems. Oh, I love my problems. Oh, I'm in love with my problems. Because we could be the Jets. We could be the Broncos. We could be Cowboy fan. Oh, Sam Howell. And y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. As y'all come in here, please hit the like button. Did y'all see Sam Howell's sorry self? Washington done blown it again. When are they going to fire Ron Rivera? Can somebody please answer that? When are they firing Ron Rivera, bro? Somebody got to fire Ron Rivera. This is unacceptable. Ron Rivera done gone through like 10 quarterbacks, a new owner, a new GM, and he still got his job, bro. That dude backed into the playoffs with a losing record because them dirty, stinking, filthy Eagles tanked on national television. If the Eagles didn't tank on national television, that dude would have never even went to the playoffs with the freaking Commanders. Why does he have a job? He told you that Heineke was the answer. Lies. He told you Carson Wentz was the answer. Lies. He told you Sam Howell was the answer. Lies. How many quarterbacks is he going to get a chance to lose with before he get fired? And this is supposed to be our competition in the East? Come on, man. Stop. Giants fans, would you rather have Commander problems or Giants problems? Like, stop it, bro. Like, enough is enough, man. Like, I'm tired of it. I'm tired of the whining. I'm tired of the complaining in this fan base. Y'all need to cheer up. Because as far as I'm concerned, the Giants lost to two teams that they were supposed to lose to, and they beat a team that they were supposed to beat. Bottom line. So what are we talking about? When you really look, when you analyze what's going on in New York right now with the New York Giants, what are we talking about? Were we supposed to beat the Cowboys? Giants fans, were we supposed to beat the Cowboys? I know we wanted to beat the Cowboys. We were optimistic that we were going to beat the Cowboys, but we were 4-point underdogs. We were 3.5, 4-point underdogs. Were we supposed to beat the Cowboys? On a short week, on back-to-back of a road game, were we supposed to beat the 49ers? Were we supposed to beat the 49ers? This is all I'm saying. Like, it'd be one thing if we lost to the Cardinals. You know what I'm saying? If we lost the Cardinal game, then we'd have a problem. Then we'd have a problem. Then I would understand. But the facts are, the Giants lost to two teams that they were supposed to lose to. And they beat the team that they were supposed to beat. And now we're underdogs to beat Seattle on Monday, but I think we pull that out. So now all we got to do, going to Monday Night Football, we win that game, we're 2-2, we in the wild card. And that's all you can ask for. The Giants are not winning this division. We're not going to win the division. As long as the Giants have one of them 3 wild card spots, we good. That's all that matters. That's it. We a game out of the wild card. That's all the Giants need to be concerned with. If Giants fans, all you need to be concerned with is the fact that we a game out of the wild card. Plain and simple. You don't need to be concerned with nothing else other than the fact that we a game out of the wild card. That's it. All this other stuff is nonsense. It's nonsense. Let me see. Let's get to these. Answer some of these super chats. What we talking about over here? All right, we got 7 super chats in the queue so far. Make sure y'all send these in, answer these questions. Shout out to Joshua Bennett, first super chat of the night. I appreciate your love, baby. As long as DJ is our quarterback, we have a chance. It's only week 3. We're 1-2, and we're not dead. We're going to get a win Monday night. Believe it. Go Giants. That's a fact. That's a fact. We got 10 days. We had 10 days to prepare for that sorry Seahawk defense. 10 days to prepare for that sorry Seahawk defense. I like our chances. If you remember, we almost beat Seattle last year. Oh, Baker threw a pick. Damn, Baker. Baker threw a pick. He threw a pick in Eagle territory. So that means the Eagles is starting out field goal range. 2.5 minutes before the half. The Eagles about to go into the half with a 2-touchdown lead. Because you know Hurts is about to score. Oh, wow. Well, the real Baker finally arrived. The real Baker Mayfield has officially arrived in Tampa. What is he throwing? He was wide open 2 seconds ago. Baker, see, this is why they don't show the Matacam. See, that's exactly why they don't show the Matacam right there. That interception that Baker Mayfield just threw, that's exactly why ESPN, ABC, they won't let us watch football from the Matacam because they don't want us laughing at these quarterbacks for their stupid reads. That dude Baker should have threw that ball 3 seconds before he threw it. He has no anticipation skills. You're supposed to throw on anticipation. You're supposed to lead your receivers into the catch. You ain't supposed to wait for your receiver to get open to throw the ball. Baker, that's a simple read. They're in a cover. Oh, my gosh, bro. Baker is so bad. How you throw that? But, yeah, Josh, I like our chances versus Seattle. We should have beat Seattle last year. I think we beat Seattle this year. Shout out to Joshua Bennett. $100 on CMC getting a touchdown against the Cardinals. Oh, fat. That dude, Christian McCaffrey, score every week, bro. Christian McCaffrey scores every week. That's a good bet. I don't know what the odds are on that, but that's a good bet. Christian McCaffrey's going to run all over that Cardinal defense. You like, stop. He's running all over that Cardinal defense. That's a good bet. Shout out to Peace and Love, man. Peace and Love says Monday night is beginning of something special. The season starts Monday night. You understand, Giants fans? The season starts on Monday night. Look, this is how I look at it, right? And y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. The more y'all coming in, make sure y'all hitting that like button. Here's how I look at it. The season starts on Monday night. That's when the season starts. We are 0-0 going into the Seahawks game. Everything that happened for the Seahawks game, it doesn't matter. We have a clean slate going into the Seahawks game on Monday night. We're 0-0. All we got to do is beat Seattle, and then we play the Dolphins the following week. The Dolphins can be beat. We ain't giving up 70 points like the Broncos. All right, we ain't the Broncos. That's going to be a good game versus the Dolphins. And then we get the Bills. We're going to split them. We're not losing both those games. We either beating the Bills or we beating the Dolphins. We ain't losing both. We ain't losing both. Shout out to my boy LA. LA, what's popping, baby? LA says Ocho, AJ Green, and Jamar Chase. Ooh, I'm gonna go Ocho. I'm gonna go Ocho Cinco. Ocho was nice. Ocho don't get enough credit for how good he really was. Ocho was a beast back in the day with Hushmanzada, Carson Palmer. I'm gonna go Ocho. Ocho was definitely a better route runner than AJ Green and Jamar Chase. Ocho ran his route so smooth. I'm gonna go Ocho. Prime Ocho was a problem, bro. Shout out to my man LA again. LA says Lamar, Watson, and Tua better than Burrow, Allen, and Herbert. Yeah. Ooh, that's tough. I'll co-sign that. I'll co-sign that. That's tough, but I'll co-sign it. I'll co-sign that. Because Herbert is so bad, bro. Tua's better than Herbert. I think Tua's better than Herbert. I think Deshaun is better than Burrow. And I think Lamar, all things considered, is probably better than Josh Allen. Probably. But it's a wash. It's a wash between Lamar and Josh Allen. That's a wash. That's a wash. It's a wash between Lamar and Josh Allen. Shout out to LA again. DJ better than all but Mahomes with Daboll playing the call. Yeah, if Daboll calls the plays, the Giants are unstoppable on offense. If Brian Daboll calls the plays, man, the Giants are unstoppable on offense. I don't know what the hell is going on with this Kafka situation. I don't know why Kafka is like, I don't know why Kafka is freaking. I can't explain Mike Kafka, but if Brian Day was calling plays, we saw the second half of the Cardinal game. Like, come on, like the dude Brian Daboll didn't have the play call sheet at all versus the 49ers. He was talking and he was yelling at that play call sheet the whole second half versus the Cardinals, man. We know he called plays. We know he called plays. I don't understand why he's trying to cover up for Mike Kafka. I don't get it. Maybe Daboll is using it as a last resort. Maybe Daboll doesn't want to go to it too early. Maybe there's a strategy behind it. Like, I'm going to let Kafka go to plays. And if it gets bad, then I'll save the Daboll. I don't know what he's thinking, but he definitely was calling them plays on versus the Cardinals. He definitely called them plays versus the Cardinals. And then he decided not to call the plays versus the 49ers. Shout out to LA. Also, Hurts in the same camp as Lamar and Tua. Yeah, look, Hurts has the. You know what's funny, right? So, Patrick Mahomes is the only quarterback with a Super Bowl. Now that Aaron Rodgers is injured and Brady is retired. I mean, Nick Foles isn't a starter. The only starting quarterback in the NFL right now with a Super Bowl ring is Patrick Mahomes. Did y'all know that? The only starting quarterback in the NFL right now with a Super Bowl ring is Patrick Mahomes. Oh, yeah, Matt Stafford. I'll be forgetting Stafford won that damn Super Bowl. Okay, so you got Stafford and Mahomes. Them is the only two quarterbacks in the league with Super Bowl rings. That's crazy, man. So Stafford got 1, Mahomes got 2, and there's nobody else in the NFL with a ring. Brady retired. Aaron Rodgers tore his Achilles. So Matthew Stafford and Mahomes are the only 2 proven winners in the league. So what I'm trying to say, Russell Wilson, I be forgetting about Russell Wilson's sorry self. Okay, so there's 3. So there's Russell Wilson. I be forgetting he won that title in 2013. You got Russell Wilson, Matthew Stafford, Patrick Mahomes. Are we missing anybody? Is there any other starting quarterbacks or Super Bowl rings? Are we missing anybody? I don't think we missing anybody. We got Russell Wilson in 2013, Stafford in 2021, and Mahomes got 2 of them. I don't think I'm missing anybody. Ain't nobody else got ain't no other starter got no Super Bowl ring out here. Not that I know of. So I said all that to say this. I mean, well, okay, you know what? Never mind, Jimmy G. I know Jimmy. Are we counting Jimmy G rings? I just thought about that. Are we counting Jimmy G rings? I'm curious. Are we counting his rings? Hey, yo, chat. What we doing with Jimmy G? Are we counting them rings? Hey, yo, are we counting the Jimmy G rings? Oh, no. Yo, what we doing? Oh, man, what we doing about them Jimmy G rings, man? Are we counting them? Because he's technically the 4th quarterback, the 4th starting quarterback with rings. Technically speaking. But what I was Hurts threw a pick 6? Is that a pick 6? Or he ran out of bounds? Why did he run out of bounds? Wait a minute. Hurts threw the pick. What did he run out of bounds for? I gotta see the replay, but why he ain't try to juke the quarterback? What did he run out of bounds for? Yeah, them is definitely Tom Brady rings. I'm gonna agree with that. Technically, them is technically Tom Brady rings. Technically. But look, here's what I'm trying to say. The reason why I brought up starting quarterbacks of Super Bowl rings is because when you look at Daniel Jones is just as accomplished as everybody else. Burrow don't have a ring. Josh Allen don't have a ring. Dak Prescott ain't got a ring. Jalen Hurts ain't got a ring. You know Jalen Hurts has 1 more playoff win than Daniel Jones? Daniel Jones is 1-1 in the playoffs. Jalen Hurts is 2-2 in the playoffs. Like, for real, like, when you really think about it, Daniel Jones is 1 playoff win away from being the equivalent success-wise is Jalen Hurts. Let's talk about it. Tua don't have a playoff win. Lamar Jackson has 1 playoff win. Daniel Jones and Lamar Jackson have the same amount of playoff wins. Lamar Jackson is what, 1-4 in the playoffs? Yo, what's Lamar Jackson playoff record? I want to say it's 1-4. He lost to Tennessee, he lost to Baltimore, and he lost to the Chargers. Those are the 3 playoff games that I know Lamar Jackson lost. Did he lose any more playoff games? But I know Lamar only won 1 playoff game. So Daniel Jones and Lamar Jackson got the same amount of playoff wins. Yo, did the Bucks just fumble? Yo, the Eagles stay getting some bullshit. Wow. The Eagles stay getting away with murder. You gotta be kidding me. They stay getting away with some bullshit. Yo, this Eagle team stay getting away with something, bro. But nah, All I'm saying is I'm cool with Daniel Jones, bro. Like, if you really think about it, Daniel Jones is just as accomplished as all these other quarterbacks, man. That's why I brought up starting quarterbacks with Super Bowl rings. Because when you really think about it, none of these guys are really that proven. None of them. You can't sit here and say that Daniel Jones ain't as clutch as Dak Prescott, or he not as clutch as Lamar Jackson. They got the same amount of rings, not rings, Super Bowl. But like, Lamar Jackson has not been good in the playoffs. Has Lamar Jackson had one playoff game as good as Daniel Jones' game versus Minnesota? Has Dak Prescott had one playoff game as good as Daniel Jones' game against Minnesota? Like, let's talk about it. I want to talk about it. I really want to talk about this. Has Dak Prescott or Lamar Jackson had one playoff performance as good as Daniel Jones versus Minnesota? Let's really. What about Deshaun Watson? Has Deshaun Watson had a playoff game performance as good as Daniel Jones in Minnesota? Like, come on, man. Like, let's talk about it. Let's really talk about this right now. Let's discuss this. I'm good going forward with Daniel Jones. If you're not Patrick Mahomes, you really ain't done nothing lately for me to think that Daniel Jones can't smoke you in a playoff game. And now, of course, Daniel Jones is going to need proper play calling, and he going to need his team to actually show up for once in a free. Yo, how does this dude Lane Johnson get away with a false start every play, bro? I'm saying, this dude Lane Johnson false starts every play, and the reps never call it. Lane Johnson literally false starts every play, and they never call it. Ever. They're showing the replay now. They don't call it. Nah, Lane Johnson be cheating, bro. Oh, Lane Johnson is the best tackle in the league. Lane Johnson ain't gave up a sack in 10 years. Man, please. That's because he be cheating. That's because Lane Johnson be cheating. He be false starting every freaking single play, bro. Shout out to my man Mark Stewart with that silver fist unit mask. Salute, Fist Vegas. Do you think the Giants hit 30 points versus against? Yeah, I hope so. I'm never going to predict the Giants to get 30 points, but I think we're going to win. I definitely think we're going to win on Monday. I do. Because, like, look, we should have beat them last year. And I think the Giants, with 10 days off, they're going to come out feeling better about themselves. They're going to be refreshed. They'll have them 2 losses out this system. They know it's at stake versus the Cardinals. I think the Giants are going to come out and we're going to score. I don't know if we're going to score 30 points. That seems to be mission impossible for the Giants. But, I mean, that Seahawks defense is bad. It's bad. I mean, that Seahawks defense is bad. So we definitely going to put our points up, man. That's definitely going to be in the mid to high 20s. That game is definitely going to be in the mid to high 20s. That's not going to be a regular game. I fully expect the Giants to put points up in that game. And with our sorry defense, I expect Seattle to score points as well. I don't think we're going to blow Seattle out. Our defense is trash right now, man. So, like, until Wink Martindale fix the defense, I can't comfortably pick the Giants to win any game. Every game will be a nail biter until Wink Martindale fix that defense. Straight up. Shout out to my boy LA. Besides Lamar and Mahomes, nobody playing got an MVP. Good point. That's it. It's Lamar and it's Mahomes. Them the only MVPs. Because Aaron Rodgers is hurt. So the only 2 starting quarterbacks with an MVP is Lamar Jackson and Patrick Mahomes and soon to be Tua. Because Tua is definitely the front runner for MVP right now. If he can stay healthy. Hey, y'all hit the like button, man. Hit the like button for real. Show some love. Hit that like button. Y'all in here chilling. Y'all kicking it on both channels, because I'm live on both channels right now. Hit the like button on both channels. Hit the like button. I think the second half of I really think it's going to be interesting to see what the Giants do as we draw closer to the trade deadline, because we definitely need another guard. And I know Joe Shane wants to get a number one receiver. Joe Shane wouldn't have inquired about Mike Evans if he didn't feel like we needed a number one receiver. So if Tampa Bay goes into a tailspin, I wouldn't be shocked if he tries to get Mike Evans again. Shout out to LA. Rodgers pulling a Favre and jumping ship from the Jets. Man, yo, I would laugh if Aaron Rodgers ended up with the Vikings, just like freaking Favre did. Because we know the Vikings getting rid of Kirk. Kirk is up out of there. Kirk is up out of there. They might trade Kirk. They might trade Kirk at the freaking deadline. Keeping it a bean with y'all. They might trade Kirk at the deadline. The Vikings is 0-3. You know what I'm saying? Hey, yo, Anthony, watch your mouth, bro. This dude, Jalen Carter, is not better than Kayvon Thibodeaux. Stop it. Kayvon Thibodeaux is just getting a little bit. It's just taking Kayvon a while to warm up. But nah, like LA. I definitely feel like Aaron Rodgers is not gonna, because here's the thing, right? LA. Look at it this way. What is the Jets' record? Do you really think the Jets are gonna pass up an opportunity to draft Caleb Williams? This is my question. Do you think if the Jets are trash, right? If the Jets are complete and utterly garbage, which they look like they are, and they get a top 5 pick, you think the Jets are not going to draft a quarterback because they got because of Aaron Rodgers? No, I think they're going to draft a quarterback. I don't know who that's going to be, but if I'm the Jets, why not get a top 5 pick, draft my quarterback of the future, and let him sit behind Aaron Rodgers? It worked for Jordan Love. It worked for Aaron Rodgers before that. I mean, that dude Jordan Love is the spitting image of Aaron Rodgers. He throw off his sidearm. He's got the quick release. The way he walks to the line of scrimmage and surveys the field. Every single thing that he does is the spitting image of Aaron Rodgers. It's kind of like watching Kobe imitate Jordan. Like watching Jordan Love play football is literally the equivalent of watching Kobe Bryant walk like Jordan, point like Jordan, put his hands on his hip like Jordan. It's kind of literally like it's like a spitting image of each other. Like the dude Jordan Love is Aaron Rodgers' twin. He's his twin. No Cap said this is the see, but here's the thing, right? So No Cap just told me that there's 5 good quarterbacks out here, but here's the problem, No Cap. Every year that there's like 5 good quarterbacks, they all suck, bro. Rosen is a bust. Sam Darnold is a bust. You know what I'm saying? The only quarterbacks that ended up being good out of that draft, Baker Mayfield. So you have Baker Mayfield as a bust. Rosen is a bust. Sam Darnold is a bust. So you have Lamar Jackson, who went at the end of the first, and you have Josh Allen, who panned out. But out of those 5 quarterbacks, only 2 of them panned out. If you look at the Trevor Lawrence draft, right? Trey Lance is trash. Mac Jones is mid as hell. Trevor Lawrence is mid as hell. Any of them quarterback? Am I missing a quarterback? It was Trey Lance, Mac Jones, Trevor Lawrence. Am I missing a quarterback from that draft? I think that was it, right? They're all mid. The only time you have a good quarterback draft is like the Giants. The Kyler Murray, Justin Fields. Yeah, Justin Fields is trash. So, like, all right. So it was Justin Fields trash. Trevor Lawrence is mid. Mac Jones is mid. Trey Lance is trash. So anytime there's a lot of quarterbacks, most of them end up being trash. Like if you look at it, right? Put it this way. Like put it this way, right? The Trevor Lawrence, not Trevor Lawrence, Daniel Jones, Kyler Murray, that draft, that was cool. When Deshaun Watson and Patrick Mahomes, that draft was cool. Even Marcus Mariota and Jameis Winston, they weren't busts. They just didn't live up to the potential. But Mariota won a playoff game. Jameis threw 30 touchdowns at 5,000 yards. They weren't complete bust. Carson Wentz, Jared Goff. That's another one. Carson Wentz, Jared Goff. Every time it's only like two good quarterbacks, it's a good draft. Anytime there's like 4, 5, 6 quarterbacks, I don't trust it, man. I don't trust it. Anytime there's too many good quarterbacks in the draft, I don't trust it. That's just me. Yo, what is wrong with this Bengal offense, bro? Ain't it funny? Yeah. Ain't it funny how all these primetime games be going under? Ain't that like, when are we going to get a shootout? Like this Rams Bengals game is supposed to be a shootout. Like this is supposed to be the fun Monday night game. At some point, we got to, you know what? Next Monday, Giants versus Seahawks. There go your shootout right there. Because this Giants defense can't stop a nosebleed, and neither can the Seahawks. There go your shootout. Y'all want the Monday night shootout? It'll be one next week. It'll be one next week. The Giants and Giants and the Seahawks gonna put some points on the board. You can believe that. Giants and the Seahawks gonna put some points on the board. Neither of them defenses is stopping nothing. So let's talk about Kayvon Thibodeaux. Since my boy Anthony, what up, Jamil? Since Anthony want to say that Jalen Carter is already better than Thibodeaux. Thibodeaux, don't forget, Thibodeaux won us games, man. Like when Thibodeaux was playing good, he's really good. He won us a game versus Washington. He won us a game versus the Packers. He won us a game versus Baltimore. Thibodeaux makes plays, bro. When Thibodeaux is on, he's on. We just got to get him on. We got to activate Thibodeaux. But Thibodeaux makes a lot of plays, bro. Like, I don't like that everybody's piling on Thibodeaux. Everybody's applying unnecessary pressure to Kayvon Thibodeaux. Thibodeau's a good player, man. He's not a bust. He's just taking a while to warm up. But the whole defense is terrible. It's not just Kayvon. Why we can't tackle? We couldn't tackle Daboll, Kittle, and McCaffrey to save our lives on Thursday. Can we talk about the tackling? It ain't just Kayvon out there missing tackles, Giants fans. I think y'all got to chill. I think Giants fans, y'all got to chill on the Kayvon slander, calling him a bust. You know, like, y'all got to relax, man. Y'all act like Kayvon didn't have a great rookie year. I mean, if it wasn't for all the Sauce Gardner hype, I think you can make a case that Kayvon should have been rookie of the year, bro. He won us games. Kayvon won us games. The fumble versus Lamar Jackson, the big play versus Aaron Rodgers. He had that huge game versus Washington, that monster game versus the Cowboys on Thanksgiving. That Kayvon Thibodeaux is an elite pass rusher. We just need that Kayvon Thibodeaux to show up. But like I said, the entire defense needs to show up. It's not just Kayvon. Didn't Xavier McKinney get trucked going into the end zone? I forgot who trucked McKinney, but didn't McKinney get trucked by it was Josh Dobbs. Didn't Josh Dobbs truck McKinney a couple weeks ago? So it's not just my boy Kayvon out here who needs to step his game up. Bobby Okereke, where the hell is Okereke at? We paid all this money for a middle linebacker, and I ain't seen. Why is Micah McFadden our best linebacker? The best linebacker I've seen on the Giants through 3 weeks is Micah McFadden. That's not supposed to happen. How many snaps is my man Isaiah Simmons getting? Because with Ojulari out, shouldn't Isaiah Simmons be on the opposite side of Kayvon rushing the passer? Why is Isaiah Simmons not on the field at all times? There's no Ojulari. Put Isaiah Simmons opposite Kayvon and let him try rushing the passer. This dude, Wink, has to get more creative. Wink has to do better than what he's doing, man. I'm going to need Wink to step his game up. It's as simple as that. Because Isaiah Simmons should get way more burn than what he's getting. And we need to be in more man press instead of like all this off coverage zone stuff. Like the defense, man, I'm just whatever, bro. Whatever. Kayvon step up, Dexter step up, and freaking figure it out. That's how I feel about the defense. We got too many good players. Bobby Okereke, can you please report to East Rutherford, Jersey? I don't know if Bobby Okereke is still on vacation. I don't know if that is a hologram of him in these in these games, but Okereke can't be this bad. And listen, from a talent perspective, this is our best defense. I don't know why they playing like some stir fry, but from a talent perspective, this is our best defense. Like, there's no excuse to why the Giants are playing while they're playing. This is definitely our best defense from a talent perspective. This is probably the best defense the Giants have had since the boat trip. That would have been Jack Rabbit, Snacks Harris. Yeah, this is the best defense since the Snack Harris, Jack Rabbit, Olivier Vernon, JPP was over there. This is definitely our best defense since the boat trip. Straight up. Yo, what up, Tremaine? What's good, baby? I ain't seen Tremaine in like 10 years, bro. This dude ain't been in my streams in forever. Forever and a day. I don't know if we should get Jerry Jeudy. Now, if the Giants make a trade for somebody, it needs to be for a number one, a proven, solidified number one receiver. It don't need to be for anybody who we don't know if they're good or not. That's the last thing the Giants need, is to pick up one of these bum wide receivers who can't get separation in Denver. And then we get him on the Giants. And the first thing he says, well, what the hell? Yeah, Diggs, pretty much. I guess T. Higgins, but are we sure T. Higgins is a number one? I mean, I'll take T. Higgins, but are we sure T. Higgins is a number one? And shout out to my boy Ron Effect. I might, yeah, Justin Jefferson, bro. The Vikings is 0-3. Justin Jefferson is not out the realm of possibility. That Vikings team is 0-3. The Justin Jefferson is not out the realm of possibility. Like, straight up. Straight up. He is not out the realm of possibility. Who would have thought that Tyreek Hill wouldn't be on the Cowboys? Like, so, like, anything can happen when it comes to these situations. It would take a miracle to get Jettis. Huh? I mean, look, I want to see more Jalen Hyatt. Before I'm stressing out too much over wide receivers, I would love to see Jalen Hyatt get like an abundance of snaps so we can see what's good with this kid. Like, I know, I want a new receiver. Y'all want a new receiver. We all want a shiny new toy. But let's just see what Jalen Hyatt can do when he's on the field as a starter and he's not paying, you know. Shout out to this dude Flamo. Flamo with that thumbnail, bro. Shout out to Flamo. Yo, Flamo, stop looking at me like that, son. You don't know me like that, bro. Shout out to Flamo, though. He says, if you had to trade for a number one, who would it be? Justin Jefferson? I'd inquire about Justin Jefferson and Devontae Adams. I'm definitely giving the Raiders a call because they sorry. Jimmy G lead the league in interceptions right now with 6 in 3 games. I'm calling the Raiders, and I'm calling Minnesota. Minnesota, do you want 3 first-round picks for Justin Jefferson? Take them. You want 3 first-rounders for Justin Jefferson, Minnesota? Here you go. If I'm the Giants, I'd definitely give 3 first-rounders for freaking Justin Jefferson. Yeah, I wouldn't even blink. I'm definitely giving 3 first-rounders for Justin Jefferson. I don't give a damn. I'm like, look, no, give me Justin Jefferson and a lineman, and you can have 3 ones right now, straight up. I'm going to Minnesota right now. Give me one of your offensive linemen, preferably one of your guards. Let me get whatever guard you got that's nice. Justin Jefferson, and you take these 3 first-round picks, and we call it a day. I'm going to the Raiders. Yo, let me get Devontae for 2 first-rounders and like a third. 2 ones and a 3. I'm not joking. I'm trying my luck. Listen, you miss 100% of the shots that you do not take. I'm going to say it again. You miss 100% of the shots that you do not take. You never know what these GMs will say yes to, especially when they losing and they know they're not going to be there for the cleanup. You know they might be willing to do some deals. I'm trying my luck. Like I said, I'm giving the Raiders a call. I'm giving Minnesota a call. I'm going to see what's cooking. Yeah, shout out to Nerd Cage, man. Shout out to Jay. Jay, that's my point. We got a first and a third for Odell. Nobody knew that Odell trade was happening when it happened. And this is top 5 Odell. This is still best wide receiver on the planet, Odell, right? If we could trade Odell, the Vikings can trade Justin Jefferson. The Raiders could trade Devontae. The Bills could trade Stephon Diggs. If OBJ in the beginning of his prime, best receiver on the planet, can get traded, anything can happen when it comes to these trades. I'm not ruling out any receiver for a trade. I watch, what's my man name? I saw Khalil Mack get traded twice. I saw, who's the dude for Baltimore? Not Baltimore. I'm bugging. Oh my gosh. Bradley Chubb, Dolphins. Here we go. I watched Bradley Chubb of the Dolphins get traded. Like, these superstars have been moved before. It's not out the realm of possibility that the Giants can't swing a trade for a superstar receiver. I done watched Khalil Mack get traded. I done watched Devontae Adams got traded. I saw Bradley Chubb get traded. Like, it's not out the realm of possibility. Odell Beckham Jr. got traded. Great players get traded. It's just the Giants need to be ready for it. They need to have the pick on deck, the package on deck, and they need to be ready to match it. But I can see the Giants getting a superstar receiver, most definitely. We got the assets to do it. Yeah, but the thing with O-line is, who's giving up offensive linemen though? It's rare teams give up offensive linemen. You might be able to give a first and a third for a receiver. But I mean, who do we now? We can't call the Colts because the Colts look like they're gonna be good now. So the Colts will probably want to keep Quentin Nelson because they're playing good football. So anything involving the Colts, we can scratch that. But I would love to get a Quentin Nelson. I mean, Jerry Jones would never do it, but like if he didn't pay Zach Martin, I would have loved for us to inquire about Zach Martin if he didn't pay him. Shout out to Flamo. Between Banks and Hawkins, who will have a better career? I want to say Banks because he was the number one draft pick for a reason. You know what I'm saying? So I want to say Banks, but that's a good question. I mean, Hawkins has the size and the speed over Banks, but Banks is just obviously a better player, better technique, better everything. Banks is, he's just a more polished player. But the kid Hawkins has the size and the speed and the length to be a problem. Trey Hawkins is definitely got the goods. This dude Poku, oh my gosh. See, the Giants have this though. Like, I be watching some of these teams play, and I'm like, the Giants can do this if we let Brian Daboll call the plays. Like, Tutu Atwell and Poku, they are not that much freaking better than what the Giants have. You can't tell me that Poku and Tutu Atwell are that much better than freaking Jalen Hyatt and Wandale. Like, you can't tell me that. It's just that their offense is just better. Let me tell you something. Let me go on this rant. I know this is a Giants channel. I get it, but I am streaming on the Red channel as well. Giants fans, you need to hear this. You know why the Rams are successful on offense? You know why? Because they draft players for their system. That's why they're successful. The Giants are doing the same thing with Wandale Robinson. That's supposed to be our Stephon Diggs. Wandale Robinson is supposed to be our Tyreek Hill. And then you have you got Jalen Hyatt. Jalen Hyatt is supposed to be our over-the-top guy, our Sammy Watkins, or what's my man name? Stafford. But our Sammy Watkins and our oh my gosh, Gabe Davis. Yes, he's supposed to be the Sammy Watkins / Gabe Davis. So I'm just looking at it from this perspective. It's just like Brian Daboll needs to call the plays. Because I feel like if Brian Daboll calls the plays, then these players will look right. They're drafted for Brian Daboll's offense, but this dude Kafka don't know how to use them. He don't know how to use them. The way the offense was clicking versus the Cardinals is how the Giants' offense is supposed to look. And I'm sitting back like, you can't tell me. I just get mad. I get really upset when I watch the Rams. I get upset when I watch the 49ers because you see Sean McVay. Oh, Sean McVay is a great play caller. You see, what's my man name? Kyle Shanahan. Oh, Kyle Shanahan is such a great play caller. We got Brian Daboll. We got Brian freaking Daboll on the sideline. We have a better play caller than Shanahan. We have a better play caller than Sean McVay. We have an Andy Reid. We have an elite play caller, but he's not calling plays because we got Mike Kafka calling plays. That's what frustrates me. That's what gets on my nerves because I look at the Giants and I say, damn, we got a great play caller. We got Brian Daboll. We shouldn't be jealous of Chiefs fans. We shouldn't be jealous of San Francisco fans or Rams fans. We got just as good of a play caller as they do, but he ain't calling plays. That's what bothers me. That's what gets on my nerves. Straight up. And y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. The Scottish, I'm not giving no punter no love, bro. I'm sorry. I'm not giving no punter no love. I ain't got time, bro. Show some love to the Scottish Hammer. I ain't giving no love to no punter. He's a punter. That's all Mike Kafka, bro. Mike Kafka out here throwing more comeback. He out here throwing 4 curls like he Jason Garrett, bro. This dude Mike Kafka play calling it should be in a trash can. Dude Kafka out here calling all these stupid comebacks and dumb shit. Nah, I ain't got time for Kafka, bro. All these little screens and shit. I ain't got time for Kafka. Kafka getting on my damn nerves. Straight up. I ain't got time for Kafka. Not for nothing, but are the Bengals going to fall to 0-3? We may need to have a discussion about this, but are the Bengals going to fall to 0-3? We may have to have a discussion about this. Are the Bengals about to go to 0-3? Shout out to my boy Zach Phillips. Remember, supporting big fish is supporting small businesses. What's the news on Collins, that right tackle? What team he play for is that? Oh, Lyle Collins. Okay, you must be talking about Lyle Collins, the former Cowboy. You talking about him, Zach? I don't know, man. All right, so here's the deal. This is what I know. This is what I know about Lyle Collins. He has a bad hip. Allegedly, he has a bad hip, and teams don't want to give him a chance because of his hip. That's what I've been told. So, and then, all right, so Lyle Collins is a bad hit. We can confirm that. And that's why the Bengals got rid of him, and that's why nobody's really calling him. So, because it's a bad hit. Now, the boy Azudu has been playing well at tackle. If you look at it, Azudu played well versus the Cardinals, and he played well versus the 49ers. Azudu really been playing okay. I'm going to keep it a bean with y'all. We need to put Azudu at right tackle and put Evan Neal at guard. That's what we need to do, because Azudu has been playing better tackle than Evan Neal. If you look at it, Azudu took over for Andrew Thomas, and he played better than Evan Neal has been playing at right tackle all year. Bro, Evan Neal holding false starts. Evan Neal is kind of a disaster at right tackle. We might need to put Azudu at right tackle and put Evan Neal at guard. I'm just keeping it a bean with y'all. Like, I really think we may have to do that. Now, like I said, I don't know what Joe Shane wants to admit defeat on I don't know if he wants to admit defeat on Evan Neal, because if he moves Evan Neal to guard, he's basically admitting defeat on Evan Neal because he drafted him to be a tackle. So I don't know if he wants to do that or not, but that's what the Giants need to be considering. Straight up, the Giants legit need to be considering moving Evan Neal to guard and putting Azudu with the other tackle. And I think if Evan Neal keeps messing up and the penalties and not being able to block, eventually they're gonna have to put Azudu at tackle. Eventually, you can't keep banging your head against the wall because of where a guy was picked in the draft. Like, you can't do that. Shout out to Zach Phillips. Schefter came out and said that we worked him out. We worked out Lyle Collins today. Hold on. I didn't know that. So we worked out Lyle Collins? Let me see. And this happened today? I mean, well, if we worked them out, then I mean, shit. Yo, hold on. Somebody get me that tweet. Somebody show me that tweet. It says former Bengals offensive tackle Lyle Collins, who missed training camp on the active /PUP list while rehabbing from a torn anterior cruciate ligament and medical collar, passed his physical today. Collins okay, so he passed the physical. I mean, if the Giants work him out, that's great. I mean, we'll see. I mean, look, bro. In Joe Shane, we trust. Because here's the thing: can't Lyle Collins play guard as well? I think Lyle Collins didn't Lyle Collins play guard before tackle or something like that? Even if we bring Lyle Collins in to put him at guard, our guard spot is terrible too. So I mean, look, we need all the help we can get at offensive line. We need all the help we can get. If your name ain't JMS or Andrew Thomas or Izudu, I don't trust you. I'm starting to trust Izudu. JMS has been a stud, and you already know what Andrew Thomas is. So I mean, look, there's always room for improvement. That's the type of time I'm on with it right now. There's always room for improvement. Aaron Donald. I told y'all the Rams is gonna be nice. I told you, yo, I'm looking good right now. I said the Rams is gonna be good. I said the Dolphins is gonna be good, and I told y'all that them dang on Jaguars is gonna be trash. I'm looking good right now. Fitz Vegas is looking good on these season win total props. I told you bet the Rams over. I told you bet the Dolphins over. And I told you bet them Jaguars under. I'm looking good. Oh, I'm looking good. I'm looking like a prophet out here, bro. I tried to tell y'all. Damn, that dude Jamar Chase got tackled by 3 Rams. 3 Rams over there. You got Jamar Chase, and you gonna throw him a slant on 3rd and long. You gonna throw him? Oh, that was Higgins. Oh, Higgins is number 5. I don't know why I thought that was Jamar Chase. Oh, that was Higgins. Oh, okay. I'm holding Burrow accountable. I'm just letting y'all know that I'm holding Burrow accountable. Shout out to Alexander. Not excited about Collins. Graded right tackle, trash at guard. They bringing him in to replace Shane at guard, which is sad because that means Bredesen really hurt. Look, check this out. I mean, look, man, I'm not. Eh, I can't. Yeah. Look, let's fix the tackle spots first, and then we'll focus on guard. Okay, let's worry about the tackle spots first. I mean, guard is a big deal, but guard is not as important as blocking the edges. So I'm more because I'm more concerned with who's the best spot for right tackle, and then putting Evan Neal at guard. Either Evan Neal or Zudu. See, here's the thing though, like, yeah. So let me see. We got Thomas. So let's just play this out. Thomas, Azudu, JMS, blank, Evan Neal. That's the offensive line right now, right? Who's the second guard if Bredeson's hurt? If Bredeson's hurt, who's the second guard? Because Shane Lemieux is trash. So, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. But if, like I said, if Andrew Thomas is out there, JMS is out there, Azudu's out there, that's 3 solid offensive linemen. That's 3 solid offensive linemen. Between JMS, Andrew Thomas, and Azudu, that's 3 solid offensive linemen. So at least we have that. At least we have that. You know, at least we have that. And shout out to JMS. Definitely been very impressed with JMS to start the season. Yeah, I mean, yeah, we can go get Justin Pugh. I'm with that. I wouldn't mind bringing in Justin Pugh, putting him at guard. I wouldn't mind doing that. Justin Pugh been begging to come back to the Giants, man. I'm with that. I'm with that. And the thing with Justin Pugh is he's not a Gettleman guy, and he's not a Joe Shane guy. So I feel like wasn't that a Jerry Reese pick? I want to say Justin Pugh was a Jerry Reese pick. So that's 2 regimes ago. If Joe Shane was to bring Justin Pugh in, I don't think that's a knock on him. I don't think that's a knock on him at all. That's a Jerry Reese pick. Jerry Reese is 2 general managers ago. Because you know how sometimes these general managers, they don't like picking they don't like bringing players on the team that the previous general manager drafted. Like, you know how petty these GMs are. So like, oh, Joe Shane, like, oh, I don't want to. He's a Gettleman guy. You know what I'm saying? I can understand him not wanting to bring in a Gettleman guy, but a Jerry Reese guy, I mean, that was forever ago, bro. Jerry Reese was forever and a day ago. If you bring in Justin Pugh, that's your guy at this point. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's going to really pay attention to whatever the hell his name is. You know what I'm saying? Jerry Reese. Oh, that's a Jerry Reese guy. Nobody give a damn. Yo, why they got Poco on the sideline? Yo, they love doing them end rounds, man. Yo, what happened to Poco? Why he crying right now? Yo, what the what happened? Did something happen that I don't know about? Okay, never mind. He back in the game. See, this is why I hate watching these games on mute, bro. Because I don't be knowing what the hell be going on. Oh, good dick. That's a waste of a play. Shout out to my boy Flamo. Flamo says, you think McFadden is turning into a star? Explain. I don't know yet, but he's been our best linebacker. I don't know if he's turning into a star yet, but he's been our best linebacker. I give him that. He was the only one out there thumping versus the 49ers. McFadden was the only player on the entire defense that was out there thumping versus the 49ers. He's got heart, and he's showing the will to want to play. And I haven't seen enough from Isaiah Simmons because he don't get enough snaps. And this dude, Bobby Akurike, has been a ghost. So as far as I'm concerned, leave that boy McFadden on the field. Leave that boy McFadden on the field, bro. He making plays just like Trey Hawkins. We was not supposed to be starting Trey Hawkins. He's a 6th round pick, but he played his way into his position. The dude Hawkins played his way into his position. let McFadden continue to play his way into his position. Like, you got to earn your reps, earn your spot. Let him continue to put work in and play himself into his position. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. Y'all, I heard Blake Martinez is out there robbing people for Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I thought he was scamming people out of Yu-Gi-Oh cards or something like that. I heard Blake Martinez is out there doing something shady. I forgot exactly what it was, but I definitely heard he was out there doing some shady stuff with the Pokemon cards. Yo, I hate when teams do that. It's like 3rd and 10 and you throw a 5-yard crosser in man coverage with the dude draped all over him. Like, you know you're not getting that first down. Like, I've never understood why teams do that. I've never understood that. It's 3rd and 10 and you throw like a 5-yard crosser with a player draped all over the dude. Like, you know you're not about to convert this. Like, I've never understood why teams do this. The only way you're supposed to throw like a 5-yard crosser and it's on 3rd and 10 is if you plan on going for it on 4th and short. If you going for it on 4th and short and you want to throw some bullshit, okay, fine. But like, yeah, it do it. Yeah, exactly. Sound like Mike Kafka. It's exactly what a freak it sound like. All right, let's see what Burrow about to cook up. See what Joe Beasy got. Jamar Chase. So the Eagles are about to be 3-0 basically. So if you teased the Bucks, you shitting bricks right now. You know, everybody thought like the smart thing to do was to take the Bucks +5. I think I took the Bucks +5 in the Super Contest too. I should be a damn shame to myself. I think I took the Bucks in the Super. I think I took that 5 with the Bucks too. I didn't bet it with my own money, but in the Super Contest, I definitely think I took that sorry ass Baker Mayfield. I'm bugging. I might have did that. I definitely think I took that +5 with the Bucks in the contest. All right, let's see what they're cooking up. 3rd and 10. Yo, my man said, I'm cool with losing it. Oh, he bombed it. No. My man said, I'm cool with losing if we get Harrison in the draft. I ain't mad at that. Marvin Harrison Jr., I ain't mad at that. My man said, I am cool with losing as long as we get Marvin Harrison Jr. in the draft. I'm not mad at that. Shout out to Big Blue for life. DJ got to find a way to beat this Eagles team. I mean, look, bro. With the exception of last year, he's played good against the Eagles. Daniel Jones, remember, he beat Carson Wentz. He should have swept Carson Wentz. And then in 2021, he beat Jalen Hurts with a broke neck. And then he got swept last year. So it's not like Daniel Jones hasn't had success versus the Eagles. Daniel Jones has been fine versus the Eagles. It's just last year that Eagle team was a juggernaut. Like last year was, the Eagle team was just a juggernaut, and we just didn't have them. Like last year's team just wasn't that talented. But for the most part, I feel like Daniel Jones has played great versus the Eagles. We're not getting swept by the Eagles this year. And I don't think we getting swept by the Cowboys either. I just think the Giants have to find their stride. I just feel like the Giants are still working out a lot of kinks right now. Like the Giants are gonna be fine. They're just working through some kinks right now. They're gonna be fine. Oh, he threw a pick. Damn, Stafford. That's what you get for trying to be Mahomes. That's exactly what Stafford get for trying to be Mahomes, scrambling, throwing sidearm balls and shit. That's exactly what he get for trying to be like Patrick Mahomes. That's exactly what the hell he get. And how the hell did the Bucks just get a safety? I mean, the Eagles get a safety, whatever. And why are you throwing the Vance Jefferson anyway? You know he's sorry, bro. You saying it hit the ground? I didn't see the replay. I didn't see the replay. I was looking at something else. Did it hit the ground? I don't know. It looked like he got control of it to me. Did it move? He said, "Get me and live." I mean, I can get you in the club. I don't know if I can get you. You got to have tickets to get into the VIP box. I know if we was hanging out together, I can get you in the nightclub for free. The actual at the Fountain Blue, I can get you in there for free. But the actual VIP box, you're gonna need tickets to get into that one. But if you there, like I said, I'm at the game. If there's any Fisk unit soldiers, at the in Miami at Sunlight for the game, I'm at the Club Live thing. At me on Twitter, and y'all can come and I'll pull up. All right, at me on Twitter, and I'll pull up. If y'all at Sun Life for the Dolphin game, at me on Twitter, and I'll pull up. Donnie, I'm live. This dude Donnie talk about, so I need to call, bro. Donnie, I'm live, bro. You can text me. You just sit here and text me. Please call me. This is important. Why don't you just text me what the problem is? It can't be that serious if you want me to call you when I'm done streaming. So if I'm done streaming, that means it can wait. If it's important, if it's not important enough to not wait, that means you can text me. I don't know why you can't just text me. Bro, I don't feel like laughing, bro. You know it's about time for me to go to bed. It's 9:30. It's definitely about time for me to go to bed. I gotta get to that gym in a couple hours. Oh, is that PI? Is that on Higgins? It looked like Higgins threw the corner to the ground. It's PI on somebody. Yo, chat, who that PI on? Remember my TV mute. Who that PI on? It looked like it's on Higgins. Yeah, I figured it was on Higgins. Hey, yo, Ant, shut the fuck up, bro. Third and 18. The Bucks play a real team and get washed, bro. Well, at least Mike Evans is still on the Giants' radar. At least there's some positives to that. Yeah, man. Look, I'm going to the gym in a couple hours. You damn right. It's my bedtime. Oh wow. Yeah, Burrow's calf got to be bothering him, bro. Yeah, Burrow just missed a wide open chase on that out route. Yeah, his calf got to be bothering him. He just missed a wide open route. These Bengal fans are in shambles right now. Yeah, these Bengal fans are in shambles. Oh wow. Hey yo, Giants fans, did y'all see the ticker? Did y'all see the ticker? It says the Bengals and the Giants are the only two teams without a first half touchdown. Look at that. Look at that. Y'all see that? It says the Bengals and the Giants are the only two teams in the NFL without a first half touchdown. See? See? At least Daniel Jones ain't making $57 million a year, whatever the hell that dude Burrow getting. Look at that. Look at that. Would you look at that? At least Daniel Jones got to win. At least Daniel Jones got to win. Let's say at least he got to win. I'm still waiting on Burrow to get a win. I don't care if it's a bad stat or not. It's the principle. It's the principle of the situation. But as we wrap this up, is there anything I need to ask me? Any questions y'all got before we wrap up, man? It's definitely time for me to go to bed. I got to be up in 2 and 5 hours to go to the gym. So it's 9:30. I wake up at 2:30. I be at the gym by 3. So I get a good get a clean. I'm gonna get a clean 5 hours, 4.5 hours of sleep. I say that. I get me a clean little 4.5 hours of sleep. I'm cool with that. That's a good amount. I'm good on 4.5. I'm good on that. So yeah, man. Y'all stay safe. I love y'all. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. That's all we're gonna get about. Uh yeah, we talked about Kayvon. Yeah, we talked about everything. So all right. Yeah, y'all, where my bells at? Get up out of here. Where my bells at?